right here. Bishop Whitehead, man. Rest in peace to your grandmother. You feel me? Alright, fuck it. Yo, what's up? What's good? Power to the patients. Now listen, you see this poster up here. I've been going to Washington, D.C. for like 3-4 years now. Shout out to Hakeem Jeffries. They passed the law in the Congress, bipartisan. That means Republican and Democrat passed the lower courts, more transparency act. We're one step closer. We're going to go to the Senate and make it final so that you guys could stop struggling with hospital bills. It's ruining the American family. So shout out to Power to the Patients for doing big things in that field, and me, you know, coming out there just spreading the word. Yo, Bishop, man, hold your head. I know your grandma just passed. She's the matriarch. No, the grandmother, man. You know, my grandmother, when she was passing away, I went to the hospital every day for like 2 months, and I was just soaking up the knowledge, how she met my grandfather, how they came to the Bronx, how they came, you know, and so, you know, there's nothing like losing a grandmother. Today's a special day. My son Joey's birthday. Well, let's start. Yesterday was my goddaughter's birthday. Shout out Little Mama for the money. Funny guy. B-Dot, what's good? And so we trying to pass laws so that you guys, the family, can stay together. This ain't white. This ain't black. This ain't Spanish. This ain't Native American. This ain't Amish, this ain't Muslim, this ain't Jew. This for everybody. Everybody. So if you know what they charging you, it's the only thing you don't know that they charging you. So now you can Uberize the system. So if you gotta go to the hospital and get a CAT scan, let's say, you can get your 3 favorite hospitals, and whichever one does it cheaper, because they all got different prices, you go there. My goddaughter's birthday, I love her to death. That's that Papoose, Remy Ma. Mackenzie, she's so beautiful. She loves Pop. She comes in my house. She runs the place. My son Joey. You know, when Joey was born, he's autistic. Doctor told me it was like one of the scariest days of my life. You know, that's what I thought last night when I couldn't sleep. I was like, damn, 31 years ago today, I got that news that changed my life and rocked my life. But I never once thought of giving up my son. And the thing about little Joey is that he wakes up happy every day. So me and you, we got to pay bills. We stressed out. We got relationship problems. We got these problems. Joey's just happy. And the joy he brings to the family is out of control. And I got to shout my mom. She's on here. My father, Patricia, Johnny, Enrique, you know, the whole team, you know, because, you know, we really, you know, Joey's nonverbal. He don't walk either, so we got to be on Joey 24 hours a day. So, you know, since he was born, he has somebody staring at him while he sleeps. So, you know, I've been able, you know, to work, have a career. God bless me to make sure I watch my son, man. And shout out to all the parents of autistic children. Not only that, family members. Because, you know, the family is the biggest component. Shout out to Rewind the Time. We're breaking records out there. So I gave you that little lighter because I'm about to hit it with that gloss in a minute. That Rewind the Time. Shout out to the Christian barber. I posted him in the story. He said it's the first time he used hair color for men. And boy, did it bring a glow on him. Excuse me 1 second. Let me tell Evelina. Chef Erica. That's Chef Erica. Let me tell you something about my family, bro. My family, man, let me tell you something. They something else. Yo, when I'm here by myself, they ain't shit in the refrigerator. When I say nothing, not even an olive, not a piece of cheese, not a cracker. As soon as they announced, the girls announced that they're coming home, chef is there, the music is going, the whole team's cleaning up the house, groceries are at the door. Like, I'm telling you, what's up with these men? Christmas, I stopped liking Christmas since I became Santa Claus. I stopped liking Christmas since I became Santa Claus. No gifts, no nothing. It's all what I'm going to do, what I'm going to look out. And so, you know, I got a fun thing. You know, I asked my brother Rich the Player. I said, yo, Rich, yeah. Ever since I became Santa Claus, I'm fucked. I asked Rich the Player, I said, Rich the Player, tell me the truth. Because I don't want to depress you. I don't want to get y'all upset or nothing. But the Forest Project, Godsville, Believing in Me. She's on here. Even in the plane, they got Wi-Fi. She's on here with the lyrics. She said, stop saying the crack. Wow. Oh, they shut me. I've been censored on the Big Show. And so, you know, Christmas is a made-up holiday. Okay? I don't think we got little kids on here. It's a made-up holiday, right? And so, for me, it's meant to make the economy, if you think different, it's just made for the economy. Your MCA Rap, what's up, my brother? I love you. I'm praying for you. So I feel like Christmas is a made-up holiday going, and we can spend money, right? And so, why do I feel that's bad is because poor people tend to enjoy Christmas more than anybody. And they're the ones who go all out to buy their kids stuff and basically doing stuff they can't truly afford. And so what happens is January come and that bill come on that credit card and all that. And now it take you to about a good February, March to get back to normal thing. And so Rich Player, who's one of the meanest guys on earth, convinced me, it's the time to be happy. Whether you poor or rich, it's the time to be happy. It brings people together to make them happy. And so I kind of agree with that because the holidays make most people happy. Family, people get together, they eat, they watch the games, they this, that, they give each other gifts. So I said, thank you. I said, thank you for making me think a different way. Because the way I feel is like the poor get poorer. You know what I'm saying? So he said, hey, Artie Clay said, Rich is a nice guy. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. You want to get your husband something, stop making him have white hair and get him some rewind the time. Why fight the time when you can rewind the time? And so Christmas got me in mixed feelings. You know, we have a great time here. As long as I'm Santa Claus, everything's great. And so let me tell you something, right? This Jonathan Majors, right? And I'm not being insensitive to women in any way, right? So if you're a victim of domestic violence, we don't play that. We're not for that. But this man was on the movies of Walt Disney, Marvel. They even had him in the Marines and the Army saying the Marines want you. He lost so many endorsements because people don't play with domestic violence. People don't co-sign that. Men, if it's 2023 and you still beating up your girl, you have a problem. If you can't contain her, If you can't this, you gotta move on. If it's a toxic relationship to where she getting the best of you, you gotta move on. And so the guy, Jonathan Major, they arrested him for domestic violence. They took away all his endorsements. They trying to stop his whole career. This is about stopping, Yule. This is about stopping the man's career that is flying. Nothing was stopping him. Nothing was stopping him. He was the biggest. He did the Rocky, the Creed, amazing. And so they showed a video of the man getting beat up for like 6 blocks. They showed every video, every angle. The woman beating him up. And he running. I got beat up one time like that in my projects. And the girl bragged about that forever because I didn't want to hit her back. And so the man running away from her, and they still bring this to trial. They still bring this because it's a publicity or whatever the case may be. I mean, the shit crazy, man. And so the man might lose his whole career. Shout out to Megan Good. Standing by her man, holding hands. I heard when they did the close. They held hands, they cried together, you know. And it's so hard for somebody to be an actor, especially Black, Latino, and make it to the biggest ranks of Marvel, Disney, to just get it snatched away like that. And I don't believe he deserves it. I don't believe he did it. I know in my eyes saw him running away for 10 blocks, getting beat up. I don't believe he did it. It's fucked up because he lost a lot of endorsements. He lost a lot of stuff. Let me tell you something. There's a book called Mythomania. Mythomania. And it's based on people. Now, we know people who like to lie. There's people who lie to themselves so much that genetically, in their genes, changes to where they believe what they say. Now, we have all had friends that are pathological liars. I've had to put a disclaimer because I love him to death, but he lies. So I had to go to meetings and be like, yo, this is such and such. He's a liar. So I have to because if I'm meeting with people that I know and I trust, I'm not going to let this guy just, I don't want to play him out, but I'm not going to let this guy lie to them and people going to think, yo, Joe a liar too. He down with lie. So I got to put a disclaimer and say, hey, it's one of my best friends, his family, he lies. Because he's bound to lie. And so there's something called mythomania. Genetically, you lie to yourself. And often I see this, and, being a leader of a crew, being a leader of, you pretty much, if you want to keep your friends out of jail, you want to keep your friends out of trouble, you want to keep everybody happy, you become a psychiatrist. So you almost become a psychiatrist. So every time I speak one-on-one with one of my brothers, I become a psychiatrist. And so whatever problems they got with their wife or this, that, whatever, and not just my friends, just people, I really find delusion to be something real. Yo, hip hop over self-beloved. Peace, kid. And so I find myself dealing with delusional people, meaning where people can pump themselves up. Say you got a friend, he's a tough guy. Somebody brings their name up, you be like, yo, he get busy. And you got to be made a messenger. Because when you pumping him up like that, somebody be like, yo, Joe Crack said he the real deal. Yo, he the one, whatever. And so they start to believe they're the illest. Like, they really start to believe it. Tell their girl, they the realest, they the illest, they the this, they the. You're just trying to make a man, give your man a little love, give him a little pump, And so I dealt with that on every level of people pretty much lying to themselves about who they are, who they not, whatever. That's how you get yourself hurt. That's how you get yourself locked up. That's how you get this delusional shit. It's too much. It's too much because, be careful with what you're pumping yourself up. And so, Oprah said she using weight loss drugs. Congratulations. I got friends. There's no disrespect because I'm Fat Joe, right? Because everybody's so sensitive. But, if you're too fat, you're not going to die of old age. It just don't happen. I want you to get in your car, go somewhere where a lot of people at, and see if you see old fat people. Somebody do it. It's a miracle. I'm telling you the truth. Since 12 years old, I had diabetes. I've been dealing with it. Zero sugar. So I know what I'm talking about. And I'm Fat Joe, right? And so we got to get health conscious. And so what does that mean? If you got a friend that is too big, that is risk, that life, his or her life is at risk. They said the TLS, you better believe it, Market America's in the building. And I heard we got a new product. It's almost like the Ozempic coming. My girl Jessica told me from Team Fat Joe. But what I'm saying to you is, I've got friends that are overweight, risky, and they knew they wasn't going to work out. So I told them, yo, go get the operation, man. Go get the operation. It'll save you 20 years on Earth. Now a lot of people using the Ozempic and Majerno to this. We goofy, whatever they doing to make you healthier, I support it in every way. If you can't do it the good old-fashioned way, working out, doing your thing, get it how you get it. But you got to get healthy because people are dying. People are dying. So I'm not mad at Oprah saying, hey, Oprah, look, we know you've been trying to lose weight for like 50 years, right? All of a sudden, it was one or the other. It was the BBL or the Ozempic. Something was popping. We see you color purple looking brand new, looking amazing with Tyler Perry. We knew something was popping. And so you told us, and there's nothing wrong with that. And we should encourage more and more people to feel great and look great. And most of all, get healthy. Bring down that A1C. Bring down that cholesterol. Bring down that hypertension. And so however you're going to get healthy, you have to do it. People would say the good old-fashioned working out is great. But if you need to kickstart and use some weight loss, appetite suppressant, do that. You got to get healthy. So shout out to Oprah. I'm also convinced that Draymond Green is Terror Squad. Yo, Total Sunshine, I'm convinced. I'm going to go find AJ the Visionary. Yo, Becca, listen, I'm convinced. I got to go find Draymond Green. Yo, Becca, set it up. I want to give him a TS chain back. I want it because he's the Terror Squad. He's your man Draymond Green's the Terror Squad. He's Terror Squad. He's suspended, but
And so he don't know how to do it. He don't lose out. He just get busy. And so shout out Draymond Green, hold your head. I mean, he did only terrible. You know, Draymond is just dirty. He just dirty. Like it's just no way around it. Like he's like, and over the years he's become more like a time bomb to where we don't know what he's gonna do. Right? And so the man, he taking his time out. He made his money, he made his chips. I'm sure he's coming back to play. Anybody, hey, the Knicks, we'll take him in a second. But the man, he dirty. Speaking of ball players, shout out to my brother D Wade, B, Ja Rule, Ross. We shooting that dice out there at the Hard Rock, got the craps. And I don't really gamble that much. And so I had a bit of beginner's luck. So I was rolling them shits. The 7-7. It's so much fun. Like, I understand why people gamble all the time. Because it's so much fun. I had so much. Shout out my homie Mark Strange in the building. My homie Mark Strange, man, he was out there teaching me how to throw craps. I knew how to throw it because I used to throw CeeLo in the hood. But just the this, the that, the hard ways, I needed to know. And so we had a great time over there. There was no shade in 50 Cent. It was just us as brothers. I've been Ross's brother forever. I've been John's brother forever. Me, keep me Switzerland. I love everybody. If we could just have peace between all the rappers, that would be me. And so anytime I hang out with any one of them, the instigators talk shit on either side. Shout out Roy Flush, legendary New York rapper, spits bars. Yesterday he had the cancer benefits, fighting cancer, and so we supported that. And but then, what I'm saying? It's still fuck cancer every chance we get. Cancer definitely taking people down. See, all this shit is sugar-free, no sugar. I don't play with it. Am I perfect? No, but I don't play with it. The sweets, I don't play with it. What do you want me to do? And so, how I go, man. Rest in peace, Raul. We did the funeral. Everybody came in from all over. I don't know if I talked about that yet. Shout out to Alizé and Joshua, Lil King. My brother passed away. That was just so hard, man. And I'm not scared to cry. You know what I mean? So shout out my brother Tom Montana. One of the realest guys I ever knew in the world. He don't got a problem walking in crying. When you love somebody, let your emotions, whatever you're going through, you go through it. You know what I'm saying? And then also, the beautiful thing is, so I wake up every night thinking about Raul. I'm not depressed, guys. I'm not depressed. I'm just grieving. I'm in mourning. There's a difference. I've been depressed. That's what happened between Han, my sister, and my grandfather. I got into a real deep depression. I'm not that. I know the difference. I'm just grieving because my brother was with me since day one and he passed away. And I told some incredible stories. It's crazy because Raul's family's there, his sisters. Shout out to Little. Shout out to Wanda. Shout out to his mother, his father. And so they all there, his family. And then you got his Terror Squad family. So that's like a weird thing because we got to pay homage and acknowledge the family. But at the same time, he's Terror Squad. Not only Terror Squad, he was the logo of Terror Squad. And so we got beef, we go around, down the trago, we go with the bottom. And so I got to be, mindful of both. And so I tell the story, I say it in front of his mother, she said in front of her, I said, I call Raul every time I had beef, every time we had war, every time we thought we was going to hurt somebody, somebody was going to hurt us, I call Raul. And so Raul was always there for all the tough times and everything we had to stand up to. And trust me, you don't become unscathed, you don't become well respected, you don't become respected by all if you don't put in that work. So there's times where we have to put in that work and look like we might lose, but we always came out right. Yeah, that was the 5%, guys. That was the other 5%. 95% is creativity, imagination, but we talk about the other 5%. So Raul tells me, he says, listen, man, he says, Joe, why you always invite me to Dubai and you don't invite me to Dubai? And so the man, Raul, he's like those Ekis, man. He's the most interesting man in the world. And so he told me, why you invite me to Dubai and never Dubai? Because every time we have beef, we call him out, wherever he's from. Wherever he's at, he's coming. So he said, you always take me to Dubai and never Dubai. And so I was able to take Raul to Dubai. And he loved it. The minute he got there, he met Rasha Ben Hassan and everybody was like, yo, I can live here. I said, yo, Raul, it's too far. Like, you got to stop. Don't try to set up shop in Dubai. We can't come. Nobody, you got to relax. And so that reminds me of when we first started, when we first started, Raul was there with me when I signed my big deal. And the first time I actually became legitly rich. And Raul was there, and I said, Raul, you going to be my manager? And I said, yo, we got a meeting at 12 noon tomorrow. He calls me like 8 o'clock at night the next day. He's like, yo, I got like 3 girls in the jacuzzi. I said, yo, you know what, Raul? You're fired as my manager. I can't fire you as my brother or TS, but you're fired as my manager. And we started laughing, but we went on tour. And the first tour we went to Miami. Miami's known for all the beautiful women all over. We on fire too, Terror Squad. So the minute we stopped in Miami, Raul tells me, yo, I live in Miami now. I'm staying in Miami. I'm like, no way, Raul. Like, come on, stop. He was the first one to move to Miami. Now, I remember on that same tour, I was in like Oklahoma, the bus was swinging side to side and shit. We going through snowstorms. I called him. He's like, yo. He said, I'm out here. I got 6 girls in the jacuzzi. I'm like, yo, I was so pissed at him. But, my brother, he lived a life. The biggest life. One day we on the, I was scared to fly. So the way I learned how to fly was on a private. And, I was taking privates every day. I was on private planes until I realized how expensive it was, right? And so we on a private one day, I smell fucking weed on the plane. And I'm like, no way, somebody smoking fucking weed? And I go to the front, where I was in the front by the pilot smoking a blunt. Now we had got cool with them because we were using the same people every day. But this guy smoking a blunt on a fucking plane next to the, oh my God, even though I'm flying, I'm scared to death. I gotta take a flight today, I'm scared to death. But this guy smoking like, yo, I'm like, yo, I start screaming on it, yo, I'm terrified. This guy, he was a real daredevil, he do shit like, when you land, I'm gonna tell you something, I don't wanna fuck everybody up, but when you land on a plane, American Airlines and all that, and you gotta strap in, sometimes you double strap, that's really optional. Like if you fly private, they don't force you to strap in. You can strap in as safety. But if you're on a private plane, they don't force you to strap in. You can land how you want to land. Right now, for the safety of passengers and others, American Airlines don't like you got to do it. Of course, every time we landed, this guy standing up in the middle doing some wild shit. I'm like, yo, Raul, we gonna die. Sit the fuck down. And so, this is the type of guy my brother was, man. He was, you know, it's hard to love somebody the way I love my man. You know what I'm saying? The way I love my man. And so, you know, TS, man, we a band of brothers and sisters that made it from nothing. You know what I'm saying? We've never been a gang. We've never been gang affiliated. It's all been about our brotherhood and sisterhood and, you know, sharing a dream. You know what I mean? And everybody believing in the dream. And so we definitely had our dreams come true, me and Raul. And all my brothers, man, I tried. You know, and life gives us a lot of challenges because as we get older, guys get wives that don't like the other crew. That these guys do this, they do that, and they just like really, you know, I just feel like maybe I'm older, but, you know, we get to a time where you got to stop playing the games and just look at, not just reality, but look at what's best for you and your family, man. And so, you know, I think we played a lot. We're lucky. We've been here long enough. But to my brothers, you know, we got to stay focused, man. We got to stay away from the shit that's, you know, that'll bring you down. And that's for everybody. You know, everybody got to be very careful. I know it's hard to say, I know it's hard to say on holiday times, but let's think past this. Let's start January. New Year's resolution. Live in your means. I'm guilty of it. We all guilty of it. But we all got to live within our means. Because it's when you're out there trying to be something you're not, or you out there doing too much of something. You know, you got a good job, you making decent money. Are your bills paid? Because if you're making decent money, your bills should be paid. Correct? Or you're taking the money that you're supposed to pay your bills. And this ain't aimed at none of my brothers or nobody directly. This is just game for y'all. Right? If you're doing something you ain't supposed to do, and you can't pay your bills, but yet still you make a good salary of this, then you're pretending to be something you're not. You spend it somewhere else you're not supposed to. You're doing something you're not. You know, and so, you know, got to be mindful of yourself and try to live in your means. Now, if you come up, you get a little bad, this and that, and you spoil yourself. But we all got to think like that, because even a guy like me, who makes a decent amount of money, we get caught up doing shit we ain't supposed to do. You understand? So you spend it more than you got. So we got to be very mindful and very careful with that. You know, and it's not easy. And so, you know, y'all got to be careful. Y'all got to watch yourself. You know, the world getting uglier and uglier. And it looked like what I say, the pastor said was, the devil always on the passenger side. Don't let him drive the car. And the weirdest part about this time, and it ain't about me. I'm doing fine, guys. I'm doing great. I'm talking about everybody in general. Is it seems real bad out there. Really, really bad out there for the people. The people are struggling. People ain't got much. People morals are down. You know, we can nitpick everything from the guys to the girls, even right here on social media. It's very crazy. You got a guy like Joe Crack spitting positivity and trying to give you gems so you can succeed in life. This shit is all negative. You know, we wait for the first foul shit we see. You know, a girl ain't flying unless she's busting it open on Instagram. And just so much shit that take away from the moral standpoint of the family. God, like, you know, true happiness, true being a father to your kid. You gotta be a father to your kid, bro. And giving your kid a pair of sneakers once a year is not being a father to your kid. You know, you gotta be there for your family, bro. And so everybody out here trying to do them, you know, instead of, you know, thinking about kids and being mindful of the kids you brought into this world. Whether you wanted them or you didn't. Whether you wanted them or you didn't, if it's your blood, you gotta be there. You know, that's what that shit is all about. You know, but you gotta have a great holiday, great Christmas. You know, like I told you ever since I became Santa Claus, I don't like Christmas like that. You know, the other day we did some shit. The guy thought the Drake shit was funny. He gave me another pair of socks. You know, I'm getting violated everywhere I go. Now when I'm at a sneaker store, the motherfuckers, you know, the motherfucker turn around and give me a pair of socks. Got a million sneakers over there. He gonna give me a pair of socks. But you know, they think that's the joke. Well, you know, for me, it's all love. And shout out to the whole TS who came around with shit. We do a nice, why fight the time when you can rewind the time, Billy Block? Why fight the time when you can rewind the time? And so what happens is, damn, I forgot. Also, we do a dinner for Raul because Raul was more of a party guy. He partied his whole life. And so we do a dinner for him at Poppy Steak. Steaks, lobsters, pastrami's and shit, and fucking drinks. And it was the only way I knew. Shout out to Adam Rodriguez. Man, such a good dude. He set off the talk at the funeral. My sister Remy came, my brother Pat. Everybody came. AI, Allen Iverson came. Nori was there front and center. Callie gave a hell of a speech. You know, and everybody who came, man, I'm forever in debt to you because it was such a tough time. And, you know, I wouldn't have made the funeral, but I did make it. Everybody else did, but I wouldn't have made the funeral public. But Raul was the type of guy. He lived in Vegas. He lived in LA. He lived in Miami. He lived in the Bronx. And so we have to let people know. You know, people came from San Diego, from LA. Shout out to my brother Pito from Chicago, E from Philly, Puerto Rico. You know, they came from all over to salute my brother Raul, man. And he had a beautiful time in this world. It broke my heart, but it is what it is. Let your darkest moments bring your most clarity. I do. Let your darkest moments bring your most clarity. You're going through something, your people, so-called people supposed to be there for you, and they're not there when you need them. Just know God is doing a cleansing. He wants them out your life. These people are not good for you. These people are not good for you. And so that's what I'm dealing with, man. You know, what the brother said yesterday, hold up. She, you know, I had to steal one. Every now and then I steal a quote. It says, the faker you are, the bigger your circle will be. The realer you are, the smaller your circle will be. These are known facts. What that means, if you want to play it off and be fake, you can have all these fake people around you. The more and more you see people backstab you, the more and more you see people not on your same level, the more and more people come around you with bad energy. Come stink up the place. The more you don't want them around you. And you can't survive, you can't get to a next level of nothing if you got people who doubt, nah, it ain't gonna work, it ain't gonna work, it ain't work for me, it didn't work. Well, maybe it just wasn't for you. Maybe that wasn't for you. so, it's like, so you can't have that. You go places and even though you love this person, whether it's a she or he, they always got the face like this, look. Another thing is, and it's sad, a bum always gonna be a bum. You ever see them type of people, them guys, that they get a little money and even if they throw new clothes on, they still look like a bum? They still look dirty? A bum gonna be a bum. You can try, ladies. You can wash them up. You can do whatever you want. But a bum's a bum. If you got money, you can protect them, give them a job, try to help them, try to give them clothes, try to this. At the end of the day, if they end up a bum, it's because they was always gonna be a bum. I hope you understand that. You say, I'm not trying to shoot at nobody, but there was a time in my life when I was in the streets, and I was always a boss. So even when I didn't have a dollar, I came in the game a boss. Somebody working for me, somebody employed. I never came in there as a worker. Nobody could say he was a worker. And so I always came in as an entrepreneur. And then, I used to be with these guys, they were solid, and they would always wonder why I was the boss. They'd be like, damn, you the boss. Everybody eating, everybody got Benzes, everybody got trucks, everybody. If you're around me, in any form, you're doing all right. And so anybody who go against me, and they find themselves in dead man's hill, they make the wrong choice. Some of these guys, they just ventured off and made the wrong choice. Now they're in the world of shit. They ain't got no choice but to keep digging up their lives and keep trying to recirculate shit or because they're done. A lot of these guys can never even come back home. How about they can't? They can never come back home. It won't be tolerated, it won't be accepted. And so you gotta understand that you gotta be very careful out there in the streets, man. Because people, you gotta be very careful. And I believe it, I got a good heart. I've helped tons and tons of people. And people help me. I always say anybody who gave me $10, they made $100. Anybody who ever loaned me $1,000, they made $10,000. As simple as that. Yo, Boca, what's up? Single parent mom, managing the store. Up in my seat, yeah, that's what we got. Single parent mom, managing the store. 207th, single parent mom, Zoe, managing the store. Black and brown, in the middle of the community. Everybody else ran away on you guys. Everybody hit it. Everybody went to 10 states away, 30 states away, other side of the country. They hit it on you. Can't see it no more. Wally Burr, what's up, my brother? Good luck with the new play. Yo, Mark Strange, what's up, brother? I just told you, taught me the crap game. Shout out my brother Ruben Diaz Jr., former Bronx Borough president. And so you gotta understand, everybody else had to put a vote on you. One of the most beautiful things ever said, the other day we was in front of the store, I think Thanksgiving, and we was giving back food to people, to thousands of families. Now that gets me off. That's what turns me on. That's what makes me happy. Is giving back to my community. That right there, helping when I can, that's what definitely makes me happy. And so, the lady came, she interviewed me for BronxNet. And she said, yeah, it's my hood, but always. And she said, you want to know what the people on the line said, man? The people on the line said, Joey's from here, he's never going to forget us. He'll always have our back. And that touched me. That touched me in a major way because, for them to know that he's going to do everything possible to come and do what he got to do for the people is, and they know it. They told the lady, yo, Joey from here, he ain't never going to turn his back on us. He's always going to have our back. That speaks volumes. That makes my heart happy. One day I'm coming out the gas station in the Bronx, I'm in the Rolls Royce by myself. I went in the store, got me a little dice snapper with some shit. When I come out, I was a homeless man there. Really homeless, like not a fake homeless, a real homeless man. And he said, yo, you fat fly motherfucker, you fat fly motherfucker. And I'm like, yo, he talking to me like this, dressed all homeless. I don't want no money. It ain't about money. I don't want food. I don't want no money. I'm like, so I'm looking at him like, he says, we know what you do for us out here, man. We know how you get back to the community, man. The streets know, man. And so, pray for me, man. And pray that I become the biggest in the world, because you will actually see the trickle down effect for my people. You will actually see me give back to the people, give back to the community, and do shit that most people would never even think of doing. Because for me, money, yeah, I like a good life, but look, money don't control my life. What control my life is seeing people happy. What control my life is taking care of less fortunate others. I've been there. When my mom's went Thanksgiving and she had to go to my grandfather to borrow money to get a turkey and some food. I was there. I was at face to face. I was at every type of hood, poor people shit you could think of. And so I know how important it is. Some critics say, man, you give out turkeys, you give out this. Bro, we don't give it out. Nobody's going to give it out. We don't give it out. Nobody's going to give it out. And so, God bless you guys. Hopefully I see you again before I get out of here. Love you guys. Put God in your life. Good and bad times, love her more than living legend. She seen more than me. She seen way more than me. But put God in your life in good and bad times because, don't just pray when you need him. Pray when you got him and let him know you appreciate him. Because faith and belief is the most important thing. Biggest in the game.